Hey everyone, I've got a wild story to share, and I really need your advice. A few weeks ago, I started going to a new gym, and I think I might have accidentally joined a cult. It sounds crazy, but trust me, things have gotten really weird. Let me take you through my experience day by day. Before I dive into the details, let me give you some background. I'm 17 and live in Brazil, where the gym culture is vibrant and diverse. For months, I had been working out with my best friend at a popular gym in town. We had our routines down, pushing each other through tough workouts, sharing post-gym smoothies, and joking about our progress. But when he moved away for college, I found myself feeling lost and unmotivated. I decided it was time for a change. My old gym was great, but it was far from home, and with my friend gone, it felt lonely. As fate would have it, I remembered a small gym that had been around for as long as I could remember. It was on my route home from school, a place that had always intrigued me but never seemed busy. With some hesitation but also excitement about starting fresh, I decided to check it out. The first day at the new gym was filled with anticipation. As I approached the building, I felt a mix of curiosity and apprehension. The exterior was unassuming, a simple structure with faded paint and an old sign that read Fitness Center. There were only 2 cars parked outside, an old Beetle that looked like it had seen better days, and a sleek luxury car that gleamed under the sun. How could this place be open for over 10 years with so few visitors? My heart raced as I pushed open the door. The interior was surprisingly well kept. The equipment looked modern and clean. However, an eerie silence enveloped the space. I approached the receptionist, a young woman with bright eyes and an unsettling smile. She seemed taken aback by my presence, as if she hadn't expected anyone to walk through the door. "Hi, I'm interested in joining," I said, trying to sound confident. She blinked rapidly and typed something on her phone before finally responding. "Oh, welcome. Let me show you around." As she led me through the gym, her demeanor shifted from surprise to something more guarded. She pointed out the weights area, cardio machines, and group class schedules, while occasionally glancing toward the entrance, as if expecting someone else. When we reached the bathrooms, she suddenly stopped and pointed to a door at the end of the hallway. "By the way," she said in a low voice, "never go there. If you do, you can't come back." I laughed nervously. "Is that like staff only or something?" Her expression remained serious. "Just trust me on this." I felt a chill run down my spine but brushed it off as just first-day jitters. After our tour, I completed my workout alone, still feeling uneasy, but relieved to be exercising again. 2 days later, I returned to the gym with mixed feelings. The same 2 cars were parked outside, an odd consistency that made me question if anyone else ever came here. Once again, it was just me and the receptionist inside. Despite my growing unease, I pushed myself through my workout routine. As I lifted weights and ran on the treadmill, thoughts raced through my mind. Why was this place so empty? Was it always like this? After finishing my session, I approached the receptionist again to ask about group classes or personal training options. "Are there many members here?" I inquired casually. She hesitated before answering. "We have a close-knit community," she said cryptically. "Right," I replied awkwardly. "I guess that's nice." I left feeling more unsettled than before, but reassured myself that every gym has its own vibe. On day 3 of my gym journey, things took a turn for the bizarre. The same 2 cars were parked outside again. A strange sense of déjà vu washed over me as I entered. After warming up on the treadmill, I headed to the bathroom. As soon as I stepped inside, I heard muffled noises coming from behind one of the doors, metal clanging repeatedly mixed with hushed voices. My heart raced. It sounded like there were multiple people talking on the other side. "Hello?" I called out tentatively, but received no response. Feeling uneasy but curious, I finished up quickly and returned to my workout area. The atmosphere felt heavier today. Every creak of the floorboards made me jump slightly. After finishing my session early due to discomfort lingering from those noises, I left feeling increasingly paranoid about what was happening behind closed doors in this seemingly abandoned gym. After several days of uneventful workouts filled with awkward silences and strange occurrences at the gym, which included more odd noises, day 6 arrived with yet another surprise. A third car parked outside. A white Combi joined the old Beetle and luxury vehicle. Finally, someone else was here. Or so I thought. Inside was just me and the receptionist again, her smile still unnerving yet oddly welcoming. Determined not to let fear dictate my workout routine any longer, I pushed myself harder than ever before until exhaustion set in. But during my bathroom break later that day, oh boy, things got even weirder. As soon as I entered the bathroom stall again, singing drifted through from behind that mysterious door, the kind of harmonious melodies you'd expect from church choirs or community gatherings. It sent shivers down my spine as images of cult rituals flashed through my mind. "What is going on?" I whispered to myself while washing my hands afterward. I approached the receptionist cautiously, after hearing her humming along with those voices earlier in passing conversations between us. She looked up at me expectantly when our eyes met. What's happening behind that door?" She shrugged nonchalantly without breaking eye contact, but replied curtly, "Don't worry about it." Now genuinely scared, but also intrigued by what lay beyond those walls, I left feeling more unsettled than ever before, while vowing not to return any time soon. 2 days later brought me back for another workout, despite everything going on. Curiosity had gotten hold of me again, despite all reason telling me otherwise. The same 2 cars were parked outside once again. No sign of life other than myself inside once more, until this time there was someone else present, the man in an elegant suit, who greeted me warmly upon entering. "It's nice to see you again," he exclaimed enthusiastically, while extending his hand toward mine for a shake. I hesitated briefly before accepting his offer nervously. Something about him felt off kilter amidst all these odd happenings lately. "I've been meaning to talk with you," he continued after our handshake ended abruptly, as if sensing my discomfort lingering beneath surface-level pleasantries exchanged between us, both moments prior now fading quickly away into silence surrounding us both instead. "What do you want?" My voice came out sharper than intended. He raised an eyebrow slightly but didn't seem fazed by my tone whatsoever, instead smiling wider than before, now leaning closer toward me conspiratorially, almost too close for comfort. "I know how eager young people can be these days," he said softly, while glancing toward where receptionist stood nearby, watching us intently still, without saying anything yet either way. "It's good knowing someone like yourself finds interest in places such as this." "Yeah, lots of teens work out, actually." Came out automatically without thinking much further beyond surface-level conversation topics, exchanged thus far between us both already anyway. "Sure," he replied dismissively while turning back toward receptionist, who'd been quietly observing everything unfold thus far without interruption. Then he walked away toward that mysterious door leading down into basement area, below where all those noises had originated previously. My heart raced even faster now, wondering what lay behind those walls hidden from my view. By now my anxiety had peaked significantly higher than ever before. I had initially just wanted to find a new and exciting place to work out regularly, but instead I found myself caught up in an intricate web of bizarre events transpiring around me. The same 2 cars were parked outside once again when I arrived for another workout session. Everything that had happened lately weighed heavily on my shoulders, pressing down hard against my chest and making it difficult to breathe. Sometimes it even felt suffocating. Upon entering, horror awaited just beyond the threshold. Shadows lurked in the dimly lit room ahead, where the reception desk stood proudly, displaying bright colors that contrasted sharply against the dull gray walls surrounding everything else nearby. What happened next sent chills racing down my spine, freezing my blood and turning it icy cold within moments. There stood a naked man, talking animatedly with the receptionist directly opposite him across the desk. They were mere feet apart. Nothing physically separated them, preventing whatever transpired between them from occurring right then and there. He bolted away downstairs immediately upon noticing my presence, catching sight of an unexpected visitor arriving unexpectedly today. He left behind only echoes of laughter ringing faintly in the air, lingering long after his departure. All I could hear clearly now were whispers, exchanged between them moments earlier, still echoing faintly throughout the space surrounding us. The heavy atmosphere thickened, and the tension became palpable enough to cut through with a knife. "What was that?" I blurted out instinctively without thinking twice, directing my question straight toward the receptionist standing closest nearby. She had been silently observing everything unfold without saying anything, yet still remained present throughout the entire ordeal happening right before my eyes. She turned slowly toward me, finally breaking her silence. Addressing my concerns about the strange events transpiring around us lately, she simply said, "You don't need to worry about him." But how could anyone not worry after seeing something like that? My mind raced frantically as I tried to comprehend everything happening around me while attempting to remain calm outwardly. Inside, chaos swirled beneath the surface of my facade as I struggled to process this shocking encounter. So here I am now, terrified and confused about what's happening at this gym. Should I go back? Should I call the police? Am I just imagining things? Please let me know what you think in the comments below.